my body was going through shock because it was like I was in autophagy for a prolonged period of time. Do not go raw vegan if you're not ready for this. It is your girl Neptunian baby here. I'm going to give you guys the truth about being a raw vegan. This is the raw, uncut truth. This is something that I have not spoke about yet. I have not made any TikToks about this. I have not made any Instagram videos about this. This is my raw, unfiltered opinion or my testimony because I've been a raw vegan for officially 225 days. I've always been a vegan though. I've been a vegan since 2019, but that's kind of a whole different ball game. So let's talk about my raw vegan journey. Let's go. I know what it feels like to embark on your raw vegan journey, especially if you're just curious and you want to start. There is not a lot of videos out there that are going to give you the truth, well, my experience, and there's not a lot of people that are going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you guys honest truth. But yeah, the question that I get asked all the time is what inspired me or what made me go raw vegan. This was a very, very crazy story to tell. I've always knew that food is a direct correlation to your gut health. And what is your gut health? Your gut health is also a direct correlation to your brain. Your gut is your second brain. I was not happy with my life. I'm going to be real. It was a very low point for me. I noticed that the food I was eating, it was not serving me. I was not having the best mental health, okay? A clear gut is a clear mind. I'm going to keep on saying it. A clear gut is a clear mind. I did not like where I was a year ago or almost a year ago, and I wanted to make a change. My diet was no longer serving me, being a regular vegan, eating these highly processed carcinogen foods like the Beyond Meat, the tofu, like it was just gross. I was not happy with my mindset, my body, and where I was at. I needed to do a 360. So that is what motivated me to go raw. And ever since then, life has been up. We're up. We up. You know what I mean? We're really up. Yeah. So diet, don't sleep on the diet, okay? 97% of all disease stems from the food that you're eating, okay? People love to call genetics, but genetics is just basically your family's history when it comes to food, and that is being passed down to you because food holds information, DNA holds information, and that just gets passed down through a generation. So food is so important, and we always overlook this. Guys, disease does not come from something outside of you. It comes from what you're putting inside of you. So that's what inspired me to go raw vegan. Straight. Period, point blank, straight like that. Now I want to talk about some of the benefits why raw foods, because a lot of people are like, why should we be eating raw? What is the benefits of eating raw? So raw food is full of enzymes. Raw living foods that have not been touched are filled with enzymes that are going to help ease digestion. As we know, everything stems from the gut, so you want to make sure that your digestion and your digestive system is at ease all the time. And what happens with raw foods, since it's living and it has its full enzymes, you're able to actually digest the food properly and actually absorb more nutrients. Because as we know, chemistry rule 101, as soon as you put a flame to any molecular structure, food, whatever, you are going to change that molecular structure. As soon as you add a heat to food, you're changing its molecular structure. Eating food that is low in enzymes makes digestion very, very difficult. And down the line, it could lead to obesity and chronic disease. And a lot of the times when we have dis-ease in the body, it is just an overaccumulation of acid. Now I want to talk about the benefits of going raw and what I have experienced. So number one, first thing that happened to me is that my skin cleared up. Now I'm going to show you guys a picture of my skin. I just realized my camera was not straight. I'm going to show you guys a picture of my skin prior. I had severe acne and I had a lot of scarring, a lot of inflammation. Now when I get a pimple, which is rarely, only when I'm on my cycle, I get pimples, but they go away and they don't leave scars. They don't leave these vigorous, harsh scars, like these really dark marks. Number two thing I noticed is the anti-aging effect. Now, Tell me why this is a photo of me when I was 16. Why do I look like a grown woman? And now I actually look so much younger now. Like I look 16 right now. So you'll be aging backwards. And let me show you a photo. This is my mother. I put her on the raw diet as well. You can see photos of her and her weight loss. So it is suitable for everyone, you guys. And she's also, older. And when you get older, it is more difficult to lose weight. Your metabolism slows down. Your body is slowing down. This is my mom's journey, and it's amazing for the anti-aging effect. Okay, she looks literally young. She looks like she could be my sister. The benefits are truly unmatched. Another thing I noticed too is that my hair has grown. Now I'm locking my hair, so it's shrinking up a lot, but this is kind of like my hair growth. And I remember when I was on a vegan diet, I was doing the alkaline diet, eating a lot of cooked foods, and I noticed I was lacking a lot of phytonutrients I was lacking. So when I did do the alkaline diet, it was very restrictive. Now, I appreciate Dr. Sebi. I want to give him a moment of silence. I appreciate his teachings and everything like that. Like, love to him always. But I noticed when I was doing the alkaline diet, I was very strict with it. And I personally was lacking phytonutrients. And I'll talk about how I messed up on the alkaline diet later. And then I noticed that I have healthy bowel movements. I'm defecating 2 to 3 times a day because I only really eat 2 to 3 meals a day. So I'm defecating after every meal, which is super, super important because you don't want to be constipated, because that's going to be stagnation in the body. And what is stagnation, people, can lead to a whole lot of dis-ease. And not only that, it can lead to unwanted weight gain that is not wanted. Okay, and that leads us to the another benefit that I experienced is weight loss. So I was able to lose 60 pounds in 3 months. Was this intentional? Yes and no. I wanted to shed some pounds, but God said, hey, we're gonna shed everything out. We're gonna cut it all out. So I lost 60 pounds, and I've kept this size for 6 months now. I think I lost majority of the weight September to November, and I've stayed the same size since November. So I'm not really sure how long ago that was, because that was November 2023. And another great experience that I have been experiencing on this diet is odor and smell. I not have to go extra hard with the deodorant. I've been using natural deodorant. So we all know natural deodorant gets a bad rep anyways, but y'all, when I tell you, I still use my natural deodorant because I don't believe in aluminum. I use my key limes under my armpits. Nothing. I even wake up in the morning as well, and I noticed that you don't have bad breath, because bad breath is essentially just a sign of poor gut health. Your body is not getting rid of the defecation. I don't experience any bad breath. I use cloves and coconut oil to brush my teeth, and I noticed that my teeth are a lot straighter and they're a lot more whiter as well. I don't know if it's because of the coconut oil and the cloves, but I've noticed that they're a lot whiter, and I don't experience plaque. When I was a regular vegan, I would wake up and I'd have so much plaque on my teeth, and I would realize that's also due to high levels of starches. Even to this day, I try not to have so much starchy foods. I know bananas, carrots, of course, potatoes are very starchy fruits and veggies, so I try to stay away from that. I don't avoid it completely, because there is a lot of great meals that need some starch in there, but I try to limit it to close to never, but I try to limit myself. Another thing too, the inflammation. When I tell you, I am not bloated. I do not feel like I have to take a nap after every meal. I have the most energy. Now, I feel like I'm really in sync with the circadian rhythm. I've noticed that I don't need that much sleep. My body isn't tired. I am not overworking my body with breaking down food. I sleep about 4 to 5 hours a day. I am still a girl, so I do need to get my beauty sleep, but I do like 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I don't need 8 to 12, like how they claim they. So now I'm going to move on to the cons, because like there's pros, there are cons that I have experienced. First con, I have them written down because this is like, girl. First con was irregular periods. Now, I'm going to keep it real. The first 2 months, my period was regular. It was working fine. 3 months in, I started experiencing irregular periods. I would have periods 2 times a month. My periods would be like a cycle of 14 days. And then it would like go to 25-day cycles. So it was very irregular. And I realized I was under eating. Now, this is something too, which moves me to the next con, was under eating. I was under eating because I went into this cold turkey. I knew that I had to do a lot more fruits, but I did not know what was going to be sustainable for my body. Now, I figured out a routine that works. Definitely do not undereat. I have a lot of recipes on my page if you're looking for recipes on how to incorporate more meals into your diet, because that's one thing I will say. Do not undereat, especially as a woman. Our body goes through so much in 28 days. Our body goes through so much in our cycles. Our body goes through so much cycles. We need to be properly fueling our body. We need a lot more food, a lot more calories. So I love to add an avocado to every single meal. It is an amazing healthy fat that helps soothe the body. Fats stay in the body longer, so it will help keep you full and contained. I love adding avocado. It's amazing when you have like a small little meal and you want to add more calories and just make yourself feel full so you're not under eating. So I love to add avocado to every single meal. But yeah, making sure you do the coconuts, the avocados, you add in your nuts and seeds. Hemp seeds are amazing to add. Pumpkin seeds are amazing to add to help with your under eating and just helping you to eat more. My body was going through shock because it was like I was in autophagy for a prolonged period of time. So my body was confused and it was stressed and it was like, girl, what are we doing? So I had to kind of reprogram my body and say, hey, listen, we're going to start adding this into our diet. We're going to start eating more. Let's regulate. So I would say 4th month in, it started to regulate back itself. Does that make sense? It started to regulate and I was able to get back onto a regular cycle. So it's just all in all, you're probably under eating for your body. Last mistake was not utilizing herbs to optimize my mineral intakes. My favorite herbs to use that I think everyone should have in their cabinet coming from an herbalist is number 1, burdock root. Okay, burdock root has about 92 minerals that your body needs, and this is super easy to have. You can have it as a tea. They're gonna help with the overall functionality of your body that we need. It's jam-packed with a bunch of minerals and it's high in iron, and it's great because a lot of the times we are iron deficient. It's also high in B12 as well, which is something that a lot of people on the plant-based lifestyle are deficient in. And then the other herb that I recommend is elderberry. This is more so if you are sick. Elderberry is amazing for clearing up mucus, and it's amazing as like a cough syrup, so if you have a sore throat. So this is something that I recommend having in your cabinet for those times where you feel a little under the weather. And then the next herb I'd recommend is sea moss and bladderwrack. These are amazing. We all know sea moss is amazing for vitality, for energy, for libido. It's also amazing if you're experiencing infertility. It clears up your skin, hair health, all that, reproductive health, you name it. Sea moss is like the holy grail. Also, bladderwrack is amazing too. And if you cannot find quality sea moss and bladderwrack, kelp is great as well. So yeah, guys, all in all, this has been a beautiful journey for me, and I will never go back. Like, mark my words, I am loving this diet. I don't think I will ever eat cooked food anytime soon. Like, the energy that I have and the amount of focus and the drive and passion that I have is amazing. And I have noticed that I feel more connected to my inner child, and I'm connected to pleasure. Coming from someone who has suffered up here and also in the physical realm, I can say that food is either your medicine or your poison. And I also have a raw vegan weight loss cookbook out, so if you want over 30 plus recipes that are super creative, definitely check that out. I'm gonna link it down below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.